Though YouTube, it's John, and welcome back to the Mr. Lot YouTube channel. I am back from my vacation, from my birthday vacation. I'm officially 32 years old, and you can't tell it, but I'm ecstatic. I'm happy. I'm just appreciative that I was able to go on vacation and actually bring in my December birthday in warm weather. However, it didn't come without its consequences. Going on this vacation cruise where I went from here in Detroit, land to air, back to land in California, and then our cruise actually took us through Long Beach to Cabo, so that's sea, and then reversing course back here to Detroit. Somewhere in there, I caught my first ever case of COVID. So I'm currently on day 3 of a 5-day quarantine. I had to quarantine through Christmas. Christmas was yesterday. And it's actually the second year in a row that I've had to uh, quarantine for Christmas. Last year it was a negative COVID test, but I was still sick. And I have older parents. So I always, you know, protect them from me whenever I'm sick because they can't necessarily bounce back the way I can from illness. So I've been over here kind of digging through my thoughts, both getting acclimated with the time zones and being back on the East Coast, but also getting acclimated with, the things that I want to accomplish next year. And I'm not going to go too deeply into those because I'll be able to do that through future videos where I have more energy. But, and I'm also not going to really cover my trip during this video because I have much better footage and much more enthusiasm that I want to show you guys for a video like that. But right now, what's really on my spirit is punishment. Punishment. There's an old phrase, no good deed goes unpunished. And what this trip has taught me, going there, having fun, celebrating my birthday with my girl, and coming back and having COVID is you could have the purest intentions about things and still pull back a negative result. You know, I do a lot of work, whether it's at work or whether it's in the community or just whether it's work I've done over the years to help friends, be it a conversation, um, be it actual physical manual labor to help someone. And sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you pull back a negative outcome when you went in with positive intentions. And you face a decision every now and then. If you go through those scenarios enough, you face a decision and you have to sometimes talk yourself into continuing to do such good things, such nice things. For example, um, we've all had that one person, or that friend, or that loved one who we vented to, who we've talked to and heard out their problems and they asked us for advice. And then when we give them our advice, they lash out on us. They give us that negative energy that they started off the conversation with. And then after the conversation, some of us, not all of us, because there's a group of us that are strong enough and that are, you know, have a short enough patience to say, I'm never talking to that person again. They can't come to me for anything. But some of us, we go through that with certain people a couple times, more than once, more than twice. I've actually had some friends that I've actually had to distance myself from because whatever situation of advice they needed or conversation they needed where I went in with positive intentions, they just always end up lashing out on me or taking out their anger out on me. And I look at this vacation as we really went into that vacation with beautiful intentions. And sometimes you just can't control the outcome. You can't control what really comes with doing something that's um, well well minded, doing something that's positive, doing something that you should be able to enjoy, that should be a blissful experience. I think about just our dating market, for example, how compliments, and I'm not saying it can't go both ways, but there are some people in this world, some men who are apprehensive to compliment a woman because of the negative backlash that could come along with it, of the arrogance that she may show. Um, and like I said, it can happen the other way too. A woman can approach a man and he can, give her some arrogance, some fire back. Um, Sometimes putting yourself out there, putting yourself in a position to um, post content, for example, that may not touch anyone, that may not offend anyone, that may not, is not meant to jar anyone, but you can get negative backlash for it. You could be talking about your life. You could be talking about something that's completely personal to you and just using your platform as a canvas, and someone can have a adverse reaction to it and project negativity onto you. And how I'm tying this in with my vacation is I can't sit up here and say that this is going to stop me from traveling again. I can't sit up here and say that this is going to stop me from celebrating my birthday next year, because this is the second year in a row that I've gotten sick celebrating my birthday, and as a result had to quarantine for Christmas. Now, the way that I go about it, the time, the amount that I go about it, all the variables that go along with it, sure, I'll change all of that. I'll have a different outlook on it, and who knows? Maybe I decide to, instead of traveling next year for my birthday, I decide to sit still, and I decide to really take it easy and be more enclosed, have a more intimate celebration with close people, with loved ones. But we, in some cases, not all of them, but in some cases, uh, we get negative pushback from positive intentions that we gotta ignore. You know, look at it again from a relationship perspective. You could have a pure intended, good hearted side of you that maybe there are some things about it that you need to tweak, but overall, you gotta be able to maintain that fabric within you. You gotta be able to maintain that inner workings, that core of being able to stand on the up and up, to stand on positivity, to stand on the good of things, because this is things like this are the exact challenge that comes along with being good intended, that comes along with being someone who's on the up and up. It happens all around us in different angles. Excuse me. We know doctors who get yelled at when all they were trying to do is provide a diagnosis or provide a cure or issue treatment. We know attorneys that get yelled at because they were just trying to advise their clients the best way possible. Um, we see it with our police officers, with our firefighters who have to deliver bad news, who, have to circumvent difficulties, but have to provide the truth and have to explain the truth no matter what the outcome or what the personal feelings are. We see it all the time. We see it even with kids. Christmas just passed. Unfortunately, there are some kids who didn't get what they wanted for Christmas this year because their parents couldn't afford it. But their parents probably still went out and got them something, provided some sort of Christmas spirit to them. But they still have to deal with that pain of explaining, like, this is the best that I can do. And maybe they have children who can't really understand it at that moment. But I, sitting here with COVID and understanding how I got COVID, and it came off of a cruise. So who's to say I'm the only person who went home with it? I am understanding that living life on the up and up, or living life you know, with embrace to all good things, or embrace to the best results, or trying to just have a good time. That's that's gonna be fine in the long run, but it doesn't mean that things are gonna work out in the way that you'd like it to work out. So I'm not gonna belabor the point any longer. I am, like I said, I'm in the middle of quarantine. I'm not 100%, but I'm not as bad as I was when I first tested positive for it. I'm kind of working through the things, getting my goals set for next year, getting my health back in order. I didn't work out on vacation because I was on vacation. And now this is going to be, when it's all said and done, Thursday into Friday, another week of me not going to the gym. So I'm going to have to deal with that rust as I get ready for the new year. And yeah, the road, what do they say? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. I don't know if that exactly matches what I'm trying to say, but basically, the the things that we do that we mean well by don't always give us that same love back. And we have to accept that that comes along with the game. And like I said in this video, apply that to any particular space in life that you'd like to. But that's my video for today, guys. I am slowly but surely recovering, and I'm gonna bounce back, and I'm gonna have that same energy. I'm gonna have videos that I record from the gym. I'll have videos that I record from the grocery store, from whatever I decide to get into in the upcoming new year. But right now, my priority is health and getting better. So with that being said, I'm gonna just holler at you guys.